There is no such thing as the supernatural. Just walk with me for a minute. Don't go away, because I'm going to explain this. But many people always comment that God works on the supernatural, that God is supernatural, and that man, only in understanding natural things, can never understand the supernatural. But will say to you that there is no such thing as the supernatural. When you understand Hermetic alchemy, you will come to this realization that there is the law of correspondence, as above, so below. Things that happen on the above happen on the below. Things that happen on the below happen on the above. Things on the above can influence things on the below. Things on the below can influence things on the above. And when you understand that in its fullness, you can understand that what you would call the above, or the spiritual, the conscious, the soul, miracles, are not supernatural. Let me hold miracles. But those things are not supernatural. Those things are just natural things that are happening on planes of understanding that we just don't have knowledge of. You see, the natural world is the world that we can observe, the world that we can test, the world that we can manipulate, and be able to observe what the results of that manipulation is. That's the natural world that we perceive now. We do not know how to observe or wield things on higher planes at ease. And since we can't observe those things, and we're only guessing, oh, I had a dream and then my dream came true. Did you really have that dream? Were you working on another plane of existence? We can't measure it. We can't test it. We can't observe the results of it. So therefore, you call it supernatural. We don't know where the consciousness comes from, where it resides in the body. We don't know if there's a soul, where it comes from, where it resides in the body. So you want to call it supernatural. It's not supernatural. It's just in a dimensional plane, or it is within a realm of the natural world that we just don't have the technology to observe yet. So therefore, it is not supernatural. We are just ignorant of it because we haven't developed that sense or technology to do so. When you talk about things like miracles, miracles do not happen in the supernatural. Miracles are simply the law of cause and effect. And within the laws of cause and effect, there are causations to which we don't know about. Is that causation happening by a higher dimension, in a higher dimensional plane, which is affecting the below? Possibly. But because we cannot observe what happens in the higher planes, we cannot know if that is the causation of what's happening in the lower plane. And the same thing, we do things in this lower plane. We cannot observe what's happening in the higher plane. So we don't know if our actions, thoughts, emotions here in this plane of existence is affecting things in a higher plane. We guess. We say that prayer works, meditation works, but we can't truly observe them. We can't truly pinpoint that this is happening because of the results of our prayer, the results of our meditation. So therefore, you call it supernatural. At a certain level, I can meditate on something, but then I have to go out and do the action, be the causation in order to make that thing happen. So I can say that through my meditation of getting my mind and on a singular point and focused on something, that I have willed this thing by my actions in order for it to happen. Therefore, cause and effect, I'm seeing what I'm doing on this other plane, but I can't observe if that other plane is happening. But then I can observe my actions and I can see the results of my actions, and therefore I can give credibility to what I did in my meditations, to the results that I'm getting in the physical plane. But do I know if that's having any effect on the higher plane? No, I don't, because it's not observable. But that doesn't make it supernatural. It's just non-observable. So there is no such thing as the supernatural. There are just things we don't know. Our ancestors used to believe that lightning was a supernatural event. Hurricane, supernatural event. Rain, supernatural event. Droughts, supernatural event. Earthquakes, supernatural event. Birth, a supernatural event. Getting pregnant, a supernatural event. Those things were not supernatural events Those things are not supernatural events to us because we have observed them enough through technology and knowledge to know exactly how lightning happens, how earthquakes happen, how volcanoes erupt, how birth happens. We've observed enough. We have enough technology to observe these things, so we know how it happens, so we would never claim them to be supernatural. But not so much for our ancestors 3,000 years ago. For them, all those things were supernatural. So you see how there is no such thing as supernatural. You see how the law of mentalism, the law of correspondence, and the law of cause and effect functions to the knowledge that we have to create and manifest whatever it is we desire in life. Therefore, the more intelligent we become, the more conscious of who we become, the less and less things will be supernatural and will all be considered natural, because it will be within our natural ability to observe them and to change them. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.